So today I am back with the first episode of our Back to Basics series. Today's episode is going to be on eyebrows. So I know that it's taken us a while to get the ball rolling with this, but it seemed like everything that could go wrong for us or could interrupt the process for us has. But finally we decided to kind of say screw it and throw caution to the wind and start filming. So today's video is going to be on eyebrows. So I actually don't have any makeup on. That's mostly because I actually prefer to do my eyebrows before I do the rest of my makeup. I know most people like to do it after because it lets them see how the look has turned out and how their brows are going to turn out. But usually I go for one set look and it varies between kind of natural and like not natural at all. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you the products that you can use to achieve the brows that I normally do, as well as to how I upkeep my brows and kind of get rid of unwanted hairs that are there. As you can tell, my brows don't really have a like significant shape to them. They're rather thin, and that's mostly from years of over plucking and over tweezing and over threading and just a little bit of everything. So I like my brows a little bit more of less of a natural shape. Mine don't fade in. Mine are just kind of a stark brow. They're very dramatic and it's very easy for me to go overboard with them. But today I'm going to show you how I achieve the brows that I normally have in my videos or my pictures, as well as how I keep up with my brows. So I'm just going to go into the products that we're going to need and use today. So for my upkeep, I usually go in with either a razor. This one is just from a pack that I got at CVS, and it's like a pack of 3 for like $4. And then for like the more specific like little hairs that I can't get out, I go in with either a slanted tweezer or a pointed one, and both of these are from Tweezerman. Now for the actual brows itself, that actually depends on the day whether I want to use a pencil, a powder, or a more of a gel consistency. So today I'm going to show you how I use all three. And today all three that I'm going to be using are going to be from Anastasia Beverly Hills. That's only because they're my favorite to use. They're the most reliable to use. So what I'm going to be using are going to be the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown, I believe. Oh, Brunette. In Brunette. Then the powder in the shade dark brown. And this is a dual powder, so it has both dark and a like more of a taupey brown. Actually, the way I do my brows is a little bit of a messier way, so I actually go into concealer to clean up instead of like Q-tips or makeup remover. And I prefer the Studio Finish concealer from MAC because it's creamy, it's reliable, and it rarely ever screws up this stuff. So obviously, to put on some of those products, you need tools. Normally, I only use 3 different products or 3 different tools, and that's a spoolie. Mine's a little dirty because I couldn't find any of my clean ones. An angled brush. This one's from Equal Tools, and another like kind of, I don't know, it's not an angled brush, but it's more of a straight brush, and this one I use for my concealer. Also, I normally like to use a little bit of a blending buffing brush for my concealer. So yeah, those are all the products that we're going to need. So I'm going to go in and zoom you guys in so we can get started on the actual process. Alright, so after playing with my camera for about 20 minutes, this is as close as I can get you without it becoming a blurry mess. So as you can tell, my eyebrows are in some weird state of mind where they don't really match. This one's longer than this one, and they go down into like some weird triangle thingy, and yeah. So this one's got more of a prominent arch than this one. This one's got less hair on the arch than this one. They just don't make sense. So what I'm gonna do is try and get them as even as I can today, and hopefully they don't decide to be a total bitch about the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the little baby hairs at the bottom right here and just kind of take my razor to wherever I see excess and try and just cut those off. I'm going in with the razor to where I have the little baby hairs and just cutting them away. This one, I find that it's always my left eye that has the most, and it's really, really obnoxious. Excuse the phone in the background that always goes off whenever I'm filming, and it's really annoying. So as you probably noticed, I went a little into the actual brow. That was just so I could get rid of like the really, really dark baby hairs there. So now I'm just going in with a tweezer and getting rid of any little excess hairs that won't come off on their own. But yeah, I've been using the slanted ones. Now I'm going to go into the pointed ones to try and get those really, really stubborn little hairs. These would work a little bit better if they didn't get bent out of shape. They were on the floor, and I think either it was me or my boyfriend, and someone stepped on them. So since it's being really, really stubborn, I'm just taking my razor. So now I'm going to go in and just be real with you guys. I'm going to go down this little area, the unibrow area, and just get rid of any excess little baby hairs there. Because I know we all get them. I'm not going to lie to you. I get them all the time. So I usually just take my razor instead of actually going in and tweezing them out. A little bit ready to style. So now that that's done, I don't really go in with any extra products. I just kind of go in with my fingers with the warmth of my fingers, just to kind of get blood flowing again. And voila, they look a little bit better. Alright, so now that my eyebrows are a little bit groomed, I'm actually going to go in and start filling them out. What I normally like to do is I take a spoolie and just brush them through. So they're already kind of sitting down and not acting a mess. And I go in with my brow wish from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This step doesn't change no matter what product I'm using. And I always start at the bottom rather than the top, because I like to get my definite shape at the bottom first. And I don't start all the way in here, I go out. So I just drag the rest of the pencil up and then focus on the top. And mainly what I'm doing here is just following the shape of my brow and filling that in ever so gently. I'm not going in any excess, not going any higher, just filling the brow. That looks crazy! Also the front a little. And I already messed up, I can tell. But that's what you have concealer for. So now I'm just going to take the spoolie and brush that product out. Because a spoolie is your best friend because it helps you blend out the product. This also helps you see where you need product the most. And right here at the wing, I can tell I need a little bit more. I also kind of lift my eye a little because that helps me see where I need a little bit more product. Like right here at this little edge. And the entire thing should be a little bit more even. I'm going to take my angled brush and go in with a little bit of the powder, and I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, and this is just to kind of get everything in there. This powder also kind of helps lighten it up. Alright, so now I'm actually going to go in with the concealer. So I'm taking the other angled brush with the concealer. And very, very carefully going to go in and outline it. Even at the front. At the front, I don't like to go directly in next to it because I find that usually when I do that and I blend it out, it gets too close. So now I'm going to pick up a little bit more concealer, this time on the other side of the brush. And I'm going to go in and do the same thing. Not too close. I'm really hoping I'm not out of frame for the majority of this. Alright, so now you can tell it looks a lot cleaner. I'm just going to go in with my blending brush and blend the concealer out. Alright, and let's see. Just gonna add a little bit more powder to the front. So yeah, I just went in and filled in the front a little bit more. And as you can tell, usually whenever I blend it out too much, it starts to get really light. So I go in with the pencil again and fill it in. Alright, so that is one crazy eyebrow done and one not. So you can tell the difference. I really like mine a little bit bolder, a little bit starker. Not so much natural, but yeah. Alright, so I've zoomed out for you guys to show you what it looks like when I have one eyebrow on and one not done. I have actually had to open the door like this and it was shameful. But yeah, so as you can tell, this one still has no significant shape. It still has like the little triangle action going, whatever. This one is more of an actual eyebrow. Like I said, I don't like mine natural. I don't like mine faded in. I like more just of a stark brow. It's a little bit more of kind of a straight shape in a way. Like it's straight and then it just angles down. That's just how my brow is. That's the natural brow. So I'm gonna go and fill in the rest of my brows now, and even this out. So this is what it looks like when both brows are done. They look really stark, really bright, especially because this light kind of washes me out. But I don't know. Right now I am fresh faced. I don't have anything on, so I look a little insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do my makeup, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like with a full face of makeup on. So I will be back in 1 second. Yeah, this is what they look like with makeup on. A little less crazy, a little more natural in a way. But yeah, they're still not exactly identical. One's still more arched than the other. One's more longer than the other. But yeah, this is what you get with me. If you're looking for something that's a little bit more natural, so definitely check out KARINA'S channel. She definitely has what you're looking for. Yeah, that's it for this installment of the Back to Basics series. Next, I believe we'll be focusing on foundation and concealing and maybe contouring. But yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked. If there's any improvements, please let me know. Yeah, it was a lot of stopping and checking and cutting out and trying to see if I was in frame or not. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys would like to see in the next one, what I can improve on when it comes to filming wise, and definitely just let me know of any tutorials or videos that you guys want to see in the future. So I will have a link to all of KARINA'S stuff down below, as well as to both of our social media accounts, our Facebooks, Twitters, Instagrams, and I will also have a list of all the products mentioned down below. But yeah, that's it for this round of our Back to Basics series, and until next time, I will see you guys then.